Hello, welcome back to my kitchen. This episode is aimed specifically at people who don't have either or both of a grinder or a digital scales. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is make it a little bit easier for the people that don't have that sort of equipment at home. Now, what most people do have at home is this teaspoon even, okay? I keep getting them mixed up. So when we talk about brewing filter coffee, whether it's an AeroPress, a V60, a Chemex, any of those methods, anything that isn't espresso essentially, we're talking about 60 grams to a litre. So if you want to brew with half a litre of water, you use 30 grams. If you want to use 250 mils of water, use 15 grams. That makes sense? But always keep that ratio the same. And what you want to do to vary the strength is to either increase or decrease contact time, or to make it coarser or finer. Okay? So finer being the one that extracts faster. Now, most people don't have a scales or grinder at home, and I get that. And a lot of people that are buying coffee online from our web shop are asking for it to be ground in French press, filter, whatever. So we want to give people an indication of what measurements to use without having to invest in a digital scales or grinder. Although if you want to, we'll also sell those to you. Now, what most people do have is one of these guys. So this is a teaspoon. It's used for making tea, but we actually use it for making coffee. Now, what we do here is that you tear off the scales here, and I'm going to say, like a regularly heaped teaspoon like this, drop it in there, and that is 4.6 grams. Right, so I'm going to say that if you just do that 3 times, one pretty big one, it'll kind of even out over time, I'd imagine. So 3 of them should get you around 15 grams. That's 16.2 grams. That's ballpark, all right? So there you go. A heap teaspoon is around about 5 grams, all right? Makes sense. So if you're using, let's say, an AeroPress, you get 250 mils of water that you can measure in a measuring jug like this, and then put 3 teaspoons in. That's, your ballpark. You just do it there. It's going to won't be perfect, but done is better than perfect, as they say. This is a tablespoon. It's a spoon that you use on your table. Now, put this on here, turn it off again. Again, a nice heap tablespoon. Stick that in there. 1 second, I'm going to just hold the side get in there. That is 11.1. Alright, so again, if I did it 3 times, there you go, it'll kind of even itself out. And that gives us 29.4 grams. So again, it's about 30 grams. So one of these is about 10 grams. So a standard tablespoon is about 10 grams of coffee. All right, so when it's heaped, kind of like that. Very straightforward. So if you want to brew 30 grams of coffee, use 3 of them and then half a litre of water. That makes sense? Some other measurements that people might have knocking around, because some tablespoons and teaspoons are a little different, is one of these guys. So this is a double shot measure. So what I might do is just level this one off, okay? And this is using a fairly standard grind as well. So if your grind is very coarse, you're going to have a little bit more. If it's fine, you have a little bit less in terms of the volume. Right, so I won't heap it in or condense it, I'll just stock flet that. Scrape off the top. And that is 20 grams. Okay, so 20 grams means that, if you think about a shot glass, the shot glass is half of this, so that means that a shot glass would be about 10 grams. That makes sense? So a double shot is 20 grams, half shot, or a single shot is 10 grams. Some other measurements that people might have knocking around are an avocado shell. So if you tear off your avocado shell after you make your avocados and toast, I am technically one of Ireland's oldest millennials, so I think it's only fair that I do something reflective of my generation. Put this on here, put that down there. 25 grams. You have 25 grams into a standard, I'd take a 30, wouldn't I? 28 grams. So a standard avocado shell, or half shell, is about 30 grams. Stick that in your Chemex, brew your coffee,